Good morning, students. Today we are starting with a new chapter, creating animations using Synfig. Before we start with the practical part, let us see some theory part of the chapter, that is different animation types. Animation. Animation is a visual change over a time wherein the digital images are played one after another to create a moving effect. In a simplified way, we can say animation is basically a collection of number of static images, that is called frames, which are played in a sequence with proper speed known as frame rate to give perception of movement. That means in an animation, number of images are created in a sequence with the minute differences. Images are created, that images are called frames, and all those frames are played in proper sequence with proper speed, which will give us the perception of movement. That is an animation. Images, that is a frame, are first created and displayed in a sequence. Different types of animations. Now, based on the functioning of the animations, we can categorize the animation into following types. First is a frame by frame animation. Second is a keyframe or twinning animation, kinematics, and fourth one is a morphing. First, frame by frame animation. In this type of animation, each and every image frame is created, put into the sequence and played at a particular frame rate. Frames are defined as the length of a time in a document. Frame rate is given in FPS, that is frames per second. This method is slow and tedious. Now, as we know, in a frame by frame animation, each and every single image frame is created, okay, and it is played at particular frame rate. Now, for example, if I have an animation of 5 seconds and my frame rate is 30 frames per second, that is my frame rate is 30 fps, then I have to create 30 into 5, that is 150 image frames I have to create to run the animation of 5 seconds. Okay, so that is why this method is very slow and time consuming. It also requires a lot of time and resources. This is the image of frame by frame animation. Next is keyframe animation, that is twinning. A keyframe is a frame in which we define a change to an object's properties. Using a keyframe, we need to provide only first and last frame of changes. The series of frames in between are automatically created. This effect is known as twinning. So, twinning is an action which calculates the number of frames between the keyframes and path of action as per the FPS of the animation. Now, what is happening? Suppose in a single animation, if you want to change the object's path or object size or object's shape from one location to another, then I have to simply define the shape of object at one place and shape of object at the next place. Now, in between all the frames, like suppose in 1 second it is changing and my frame rate is 30, so I am creating the first frame and 30th frame. The in between second and 28th frame, all the frames from second to 28, 29 are automatically created. That is called twinning. And in Synfig, we are using the keyframe animation. Kinematics and morphing. Kinematics is a study of movement and motion of the object that have joints. For example, walking lion, where the entire body is moving along with the movement in a particular direction. Now, for example, a lion is moving in a left to right direction. Meanwhile, its entire body, its hair, its limbs, its back is moving in a particular way. So all these movements are being designed, are being created, and in a way animation is created. That kind of animation is called kinematics. Next is morphing. It is another kind of animation wherein the images are transformed into another. We have seen this kind of animation in many of the Hollywood movies where a person face is transforming to another. That is, person frames transform into another. Okay. So that's all for the theory part. Let's move to the practical part. Okay, so here I'm starting with Cinefix Studio. First of all, I am making this canvas more visible, so I am using this navigator and zooming it. Now, before starting the animation object, I am creating a rectangle over here. Select a rectangle, select the color, which color I want. Suppose I am selecting yellow color as a background and creating a rectangle layer. Okay, now over the rectangle I am creating circle. My circle is created. Now change the color. Suppose I am selecting red color, fill tool, and change it into red. Okay, now I want to move this circle in these 4 directions, right? First of all, I'll check the property of my canvas. So first of all, click on the caret, canvas, and properties. You can go from here also. Okay, now this is the property window of Cinefix canvas. Here the name of canvas info is Cinefix animation 1. Image size, that is 480 pixels by 270 pixels. This is the default size. If I wish, I can change its size also. We will change its size in another practical. Currently we are using the default size. Okay, this is the image information. Now next is time. What is the frame per second? Here by default it is 24. In Cinefix animation, the default frame rate is 24 fps, 24 frames per second. Start time 0th frame and end time is 120 frame. Means how many seconds we have? We have total 5-second animation. Means in a Cinefix we are provided by default a 5-second time with the frame rate 24 fps. Okay, so we are not changing anything over here. Okay, simply apply and OK. Now to start the animation, click on this animate edit mode. This will turn into red and we can see the red boundary line is created around the canvas. Okay, this means whatever the change you are making on the canvas now, that all the changes will be saved on the timeline. This is the timeline. So suppose I am changing its position from here to here. Now you can see on the timeline a waypoint is created, a diamond shaped waypoint is created, that is on the 0th frame. Okay, now I am jumping to 24 frame. This is my 24th frame, you can see here, and moving this ball from here to here. Okay, now moving to the 40th frame, click on this and moving here. You can see waypoints are created over here. Now click on the next frame, that is 72nd frame, and click over here. Okay, on 96th frame I am keeping this circle at the center. Okay, and finally on 120th frame I am keeping this circle at its original place. Okay, now let us check. You can directly check on the canvas from here also. You can see here the play button. Okay, I'm closing the animate edit mode and we will see the preview. Here you can see the preview button. Click on this preview, change the quality by 1 and FPS 24. Click on preview. This is the simplest animation of your textbook. Okay, this is the animation of 5 seconds where we are changing the location of the ball. This is called moving ball animation. This is the simplest animation, moving ball animation. Okay, now next is animation using keyframe. Now the same animation we'll do using keyframes. Okay, for that I'm selecting this new. Now we will change the canvas size. Here click on this caret, canvas properties. Now width I am changing it to 800 and height is 600. My image size will be 800 by 600 pixels. Apply. Time I am changing the end time from 5 seconds to 4 seconds. Now see, here it is displaying total number of frames, but when we change the time, we do not need to calculate the number of frames as per our seconds. We simply need to provide the seconds and automatically total number of frames are calculated. Okay, now zoom out the canvas. Okay, now it is visible. As usual, we will start with the rectangle tool. Select the canvas. I am changing its color. I am selecting any light color background. Okay, this is my canvas background. Select the circle tool. Select the color and create. Now start the animate edit mode. Move the circle at particular location. Suppose I am keeping it here in the 0th frame. Now click on 12th frame and move the circle to new position. Along with that, click on this plus sign to add a new keyframe. You can see a new position is recorded over here. At the 24th position, I am again moving the circle here and click on plus sign. At 36th frame, that is half second, I am moving the circle from here to here and click on plus sign to record the position. Now you can see I have 0, 12th, 24th and 36th. 4 different location frames are there. Now at the 48th frame, I want to shift this circle at its initial place. So what I'll do, I'll simply select the 48 number frame, click on 0th frame and here you can see the duplicate keyframe button. Click on this and automatically our object is placed at the same location where it was on the first 0th frame. Now click on the half second, that is 60th frame. I am selecting the second position and duplicating the keyframe. Click on the 72nd frame. I am clicking on the third position and creating a duplicate frame. Same way, clicking on 84th frame and selecting 36th frame position and duplicating it. Okay, now at the last 96th frame I can take either 0th frame or 40th frame. So safer side, I am selecting 0th frame and click on duplicate keyframe. Okay, my all the animation positions are saved. Now let's check. Okay, so this is the simple animation using keyframe. Let us see on a preview. That is, quality we will change it to 1, FPS we will change it to 24, and see the preview. Okay, so this is the simple animation using keyframe. Now next is applying time loop. Now see, I have created this animation for 4 seconds. Now suppose my total time is 20 seconds. I am changing it here, canvas property, I am changing it to 20 seconds, 20s. Okay, now my total duration is 20 seconds, but my actual animation is of 4 seconds. So what I'll do, I'll simply put a time loop layer onto this animation and set its loop time of 4 seconds. So how we will do, simply click on this circle tool, right click, new layer, time, and time loop. Automatically a time loop is created over here. Click on this, go to the parameters and change its duration of 24th frame to 4 seconds. My total duration is 4 seconds, so I am changing it to the 96. This is the loop time. Okay, so let us see. Again, click on the preview button and preview, play. You can see my animation is repeating itself for 20 seconds. Okay, 4-second animation is repeated for 5 times to complete the 20-second duration. Right, so this is how we are using time loop. So this is all about the third chapter. Students, please watch this video for 2 to 3 times if you don't understand how it is done, and still if you find any queries you can directly contact me. Okay, thank you.